Caitlyn, the description that this suspect is said to have given the police is so incredibly graphic. Like, Patrick Scott didn't seem to hold back, except for his reasons. Like, and I don't know if he thought that the reasons that he gave for killing Valerie, oh, I think she's going to, hit on me and blackmail me. Maybe he thought that would get him off, but it's kind of astounding. It's very astounding what he said to the police.
It is. It almost sounded like perhaps what he did sort of was justified by the excuse that he gave the police, but he described in graphic detail exactly how this was done. He said that there was some pushing and shoving when he claims that Valerie tried to seduce him in order to get him to replace her car with a newer one. And somehow in this scuffle, he managed to take his belt completely off, wrap it around her neck, and he said he held it there until she, quote, until she quit breathing. And then after that, he dragged her into the office where he left her for an entire night while his family went about their business. He shut the door and he left the corpse inside for hours and did not decide to do something about it and remove it from that house until the next day.
And then go get some lumber to build a box. And I'm sure wife must have been curious, but what you building that big box for, hun? And, a couple days later, hun, why are you burning down our garage out back at 2 o'clock in the morning? Gee, what's going on? P.S. Our neighbors are upset their daughter's missing. So all of this is so smelly. And when I say that, I don't mean that in the way that people might take, because this child was gone for 6 months and she was rotting 100 yards away from her own parents' backyard. These families, they were close. Like, they weren't just, aloof neighbors in the acreage down the way. They were right next door to each other. They were friends.
They were right next door to each other. They were friends. Valerie's mother has said in the past that she treated him like family. Like, they were very, very close. She worked for him. She spent time with his granddaughter. But there was a certain sentence in the police report that was recently released that stood out to me. One of the detectives called their relationship questionable, because within this sort of neighborly relationship and boss and employee relationship, Scott would buy her gifts. He would take her out to eat, take her on trips. It did seem like there was a line crossed at some point. And Valerie's mother has in the past said that they had a disturbingly close relationship. At one point, she claimed that her daughter had a Life 360 app with him, which is a tracking app. I don't know if there's any truth to that beyond what the mother has said, but these are really troubling things to find out that a teenager and a grown man who is a father and grandfather had in common, whether or not it's neighbor or employee and boss. All of that is inappropriate. He denied having any kind of a sexual relationship with her. However, I am curious, Ashleigh, if once the autopsy is done, if we're going to find any sort of sexual trauma to the body or any sort of DNA or fluids belonging to him or another person, if the body is not degraded enough at this point.
Well, then the DNA is going to be hard because he's already admitted that she was in the house, and they were neighbors and they worked together and, in the van and whatever. But I am dying to know about the VHS tapes. Why would you bury VHS tapes? I think that's going to tell us a lot. Caitlyn Becker, thank you so much for this. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.